Hey YouTube, J Green 302. I'm going to call this pack food. There's a gentleman out there that put out a video that did something very similar to this. It's his idea. I wish I knew the guy's name off the top of my head, but I generally focus an awful lot on what is being said and don't really notice who's saying it, and I would love to give credit where credit's due, but maybe later I can. But I can tell you this. The guy is anal to the nth degree. He is a clean freak. He's an organizational freak. I've never seen anybody so organized and well done as the way this guy did this. But he did something that caught my attention. And I just took the idea and went a little further. So, what I want to talk to you about is this. It should be pretty obvious. It's a vacuum sealed food kit. So, without pulling all my gear out and actually going through the process, like I said, I don't really go through all that. It's the ideas that count. What I did, and I'm going to have to stare at this to tell you all the stuff that's in here. What I did is, the can is, it's either canned beef or it's canned chicken. It's a $2.38 to $3 item depending on where you get it. And it's either chicken breast or it is roast beef. I then sat down with instant rice, measured at 1 cup. Measured out a cup of rice, put it in a bag, put it in there, and I added some powdered butter, some salt, some pepper, and I added that to the kit. I put in grits. I put in enough to make 2 or 3 quarts of tea. I put in some tang to make a couple quarts of flavored drink. I put in a fork, a spoon, salt, pepper, napkin. I put in some aluminum foil. I put in some dryer lint, all in individual bags. I put in a multivitamin. I put in, looks like fruit stick berry drink mix, 2 Taster's Choice, some coffee creamer, some packets of sugar, some toilet paper, and some Q-tips. And then I vacuum sealed the entire thing. Now, this, with the exception of about, I don't know, most of it I guess it's store-bought, but this is great for your truck bag, your car bag, to have some emergency foods, because this is everything you need for an entire day. Just add water. It can't get wet. It will last for quite a long time. Bugs can't get to it. Bears can't smell it. It's about the best packaging that you can put together, so that if you just had to grab and go, or like I said, you know, this is intended for getting home if the truck fails, or if the truck fails me, you know, in the middle of a snowstorm and there's nowhere to go. I'm at least going to have a decent meal, because I always carry a transient stove and a cup with me along with this. This is beautiful. And the nice thing about it is that I think I priced it out at under $4 for a custom-made MRE. And I get these because of the packaging. I can actually make my own condiments. You can pick up salt, pepper, plastic spoons, forks, knives, the napkins, the sugar. All this stuff can be picked up when you're getting your morning cup of coffee at the convenience store. I make it a point to collect extra every time. I've actually got little bins to throw it all into to make kits. I set them up like this. So this might be a drink bag. So I'll put in coffee, I'll put in creamer, I will put in these drink sticks, and put these together. And then I've got little things where I can build these kits with ease. I can make chicken, I can make roast beef, whatever it is that you want to put together. And then the other thing I always do is I always collect the dryer lint. Char cloth and matches and blah, 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 blah. Best fire starter on the planet right here. And I keep it in a bag to keep it dry, and I put it in there because this is definitely going to be worth its weight in gold. You can't catch me without a fire starter. I don't remember pretty much anybody mentioning collect your dryer lint. There's a hell of a tip. Also, aluminum foil. Hundreds of uses if you ever get caught. Great to have, nice utility value, fantastic in so many applications. And so this goes into a lot of these kits. Mustard, Burger King, doesn't cost a dime. Here's the point. $4 MRE, custom made, exactly what I like. This meal is so good that I've made at least 30 of them sitting right here, exactly the way I'd use them out in the field if I ever had to use these. And it's $4. Now, it may not be a military MRE, but I'd much rather have this. I know what's in here. I put it together. I am very pleased with how this is assembled. I don't have the snap pop instantly heats itself up, etc. thing, but in exchange, $4. Imagine what you could make. You know the foods that you like. I generally tend to base things on rice. I could do rice and beef jerky. You can put a can of beans in there. You can put together a combination of meals that work for the way that you like them to work. And then by vacuum sealing them, you keep it together. You can date it and you waterproof it and you protect it, and you have no food odors whatsoever. Because if you're out in the woods, food odors are a big deal. I don't know about you, but I like that. I liked it so much that I spent probably a month working out all the details, pre-mixing the rice and then checking it to make sure that it came out the way I was expecting, running through the entire meal process. I actually made one, then broke it open and went from start to scratch through everything, just to see how well the whole thing worked out and did it do what I expected it to do. I've got a nice big duffel bag of these, and I'm putting together my truck bag and my car bag. I didn't like how things were set up, and I've done so many improvements that I wanted to introduce all those improvements into the stuff that I did. And this, by far, has got to be the coolest part of my equipment because of what it represents. That's one day of keeping you alive, well fed, in drink, in coffee, in food, in vitamins, it even includes toilet paper. And all I have to do is grab one, and I don't have to think about the details. And that's a speed option. And I just thought that this might be worth showing everybody to give you the idea. And if you like it, great. If you don't, no problem. That's the beauty is you see what other people are doing, and you take the good from it, and if there's things that you see other people doing, you put it in. That is purely from YouTube, from like 6 other people, the one guy being the base, and then 6 people pointing out a few other things that would be really handy to have, and then putting it all together and marry it into that idea. Maybe you can improve. Isn't that the whole point? We watch these videos and we post videos. It's just my way of giving back. Everything that I have taken in, I am now have processed, and I am now pumping back out everything that I've learned, everything I've taken in, and then added my thoughts onto everything, improved where I could, and then I'm putting it back out there so that others can learn from what I've learned. It's the best that I could do to say thank you. Thanks for listening. I hope that one was an enjoyable one.